They really going to get those done?
Yeah, they're only going back in time. Down there, he said, well, in turn 65, there's a feature. He said, go ahead, pick it up.
Come to the green, come to the green. Be smart here. Still have plenty of room. 18, just hit the start line first. 18, 40 laps. 40 laps.
40 laps for the Sullivan RV Late Model Sportsman feature event. It's the front row of Mark Lambert in the 18, Steve Blair in the 6. Bringing them down for a start. It's Melissa Martin with that green flag. 6 of Steve Blair with a good drive on the high side. Bringing them down the back straightaway. Blair with about a 4 to 5 car length lead over Mark Lambert in the 18. The 20 of Rick Sullivan is slot up into 3rd. Then we have the 1X Dave Bice in the 4th with the 72 Mark Parker in the 5th position. Coming up strong is the 42 of Bob Cibula Jr. Bob Cibula Jr. trying to make some moves. Blair, that number 6, a Ford machine, has an advantage, but ever so slowly, 18 of Mark Lambert closing the gap. This battle side by side with the 72 of Mark Parker and the 42 of Bob Cibula Jr. Still running side by side down the front straightaway for that 5th position. That's your battle on the racetrack. Mark Parker in the 72 on the low side, losing a couple positions. Bob Cibula Jr. in the 42, getting around Dave Bice in the 1X, taking over that 4th position. The 42, Bob Cibula Jr. on the move, trying to make it 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. They're coming off of turn number 4, 3 wide. Dave Bice in the 1X. Trying to separate himself from the rest of the field to battle the top 2. The top 2 currently is a 6 of Steve Blair and the 18 of Mark Lambert. Keith Sturkowitz in the 17, all the way from 10th position, has raced his way up to 3rd. So Keith Sturkowitz on the move from 10th to 3rd in the first 8 laps. Bob Cibula Jr. in that 42, getting beside Keith Sturkowitz in the 17. As Cibula getting sideways in front of him, can't quite keep that position, but he gathers up the car and continues on. That was a big moment for the number 42, Bob Cibula Jr. Your leader remains Steve Blair. He's led the first 12 laps of this 40-lap feature event. 12 down, Steve Blair in the number 6, the 18 of Mark Lambert, 17 of Keith Sturkowitz, 42 Bob Cibula Jr., the 1X Dave Bice. That is your top 5. Mark Lambert says it's time to go. He's really putting the pressure on our leader, Steve Blair. As is Keith Sturkowitz in that 17. The top three nose the tail. Sturkowitz has a little damage on that hood. The hood on the right front corner is pushed up, grabbing some air, as you can see, as he makes his way down the front straightaway. Next time, check out the right front area of that hood on the number 17. Your top four right together, nose to tail. 6, Steve Blair. 18, Mark Lambert. Keith Sturkowitz in the 17, the 42, Bob Cibula Jr. Running nose to tail in a rhythm. So they're coming down to complete 17 laps. Well, Mark Lambert working, but he can't quite get enough momentum to get around your leader, the 6 of Steve Blair. Blair running the same line lap after lap, challenging everybody behind him to make a move. Oh, there's 17 of Keith Sturkowitz saw an advantage up beside your second running 18, Mark Lambert. Now up into second is Keith Sturkowitz. Now Sturkowitz looking at the number 6, Steve Blair. The top two right together, 2 by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Bob Cibula Jr. saw an advantage. He moves from 4th to 2nd, down in turns 3 and 4. Keith Sturkowitz in the 17, your quick qualifier for today's program, and now in command, but hasn't cleared the 42 of Bob Cibula Jr. Cibula still taking, staying in contact as we're past halfway. Bob Cibula Jr. trying to get down to the inside. They're side by side through 1 and 2. The top two right together. Cibula bobbles a little bit, loses a little bit of momentum. That allows the 17 of Keith Sturkowitz to maintain his top spot. Keith Sturkowitz, lap after lap, holding on to a slight advantage. Oh, we got a car getting sideways, but he gathers it back up in turns 1 and 2. Bob Cibula Jr. right there waiting for any slip up for your leader, the 17 of Keith Sturkowitz. Soon your top two will be in lap traffic. Let's see how that plays into it as we're 28 laps in this 40-lap feature event. 10 to go, 10 to go, 10 laps to go, 30 down, 10 to go. It's Keith Sturkowitz and Bob Cibula Jr., 1 and 2, continue to run in formation. Here comes Cibula, thinking he can make it run down the front straightaway. They almost touch. Bob Cibula Jr. slides up the racetrack. They almost touch. Still battling side by side here for the Sullivan RV Late Model Sportsman feature event. Bob Cibula Jr. lap after lap trying to make that move stick. Keeps right up on the rear bumper of your leader, 17, Keith Sturkowitz. Sturkowitz slipped a little bit in turn 3. That allowed Bob Cibula Jr. to get up and underneath of him. They're side by side, battling for that top spot. Cibula getting a little sideways, keeps up the pressure. Lap traffic certainly is going to play into this event. We come down, 5 laps to go, 5 laps to go. Can Keith Sturkowitz hold on, or will Bob Cibula Jr. make that move he's been trying for the last 15 or 20 laps? Keith Sturkowitz in the number 17, clearing lap traffic. Nothing but clear track in front of him. 3 laps to go, 3 laps to go for Keith Sturkowitz in the number 17. Keith Sturkowitz just needs to maintain his rhythm. 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Keith Sturkowitz, as the 42 Bob Cibula Jr. mounting another challenge, mounting another amount of pressure. Here we come, 1 lap to go, race fans. Who's it going to be? Keith Sturkowitz is your leader. He's led for several laps now. Right on his tail has been the 42 Bob Cibula Jr. Bob Cibula losing a little bit of racetrack real estate. 1 more charge by the 42. He's right up on the rear bumper. Can he diamond off and make a move? No, it's the 17, Keith Sturkowitz. Keith Sturkowitz, your quick qualifier. Your winner of the 40-lap Sullivan RV Late Model Sportsman feature event. Okay, we need the Mike Reeves family. Mike Reeves family, get your picture taken with the feature winner, Mike Reeves family. Mike Reeves family, you need to make your way down to the start-finish line to get your picture taken with Keith Sturkowitz, your feature winner for the Sullivan RV Late Model Sportsman. Mike Reeves family.